Welcome everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today I am doing a nice thorough walkthrough of my camera collection thus far. Won't be staying the same for long though because I'm planning on putting up a shop for used digital cameras. We'll start with some that unfortunately I don't have a lot to say much about right now, because I don't have the stuff yet to test them. For instance, this Kodak EasyShare DX43 or 4530, it has a really interesting looking design. If you look, it has this docking mechanism on the bottom, but unfortunately I just don't have the battery charger for it. Have you ever seen a battery like this? I've never seen a lithium-ion battery like this. I am so dang excited to get the charger for this and start taking some test photos. This next one I am also extremely excited about. This is the Pentax Osteo VS20. Flippin' neat as heck looking camera. Really sleek. But the thing that I found most interesting is it actually has two not mode buttons, I'm sorry, shutter buttons, along with the zoom dial on it, and two tripod mounts, which I find extremely interesting. And now that I'm looking at it, I don't see a mode wheel on here either. Something it actually shares with another camera that I'm going to do. I wonder if this has a digital mode setter as well. Again, I can't test this one, unfortunately, because I just don't have the battery for it. Again, I'm just so dang excited. I've got one coming next week. Look forward to my photos with this thing. I'm just so dang excited. Although it might be a bit because I've got some other stuff coming and more cameras to test. This one is interesting. It is a Bell & Howell really old camera, and the only thing it really has is a winding knob for the film, a shutter button, and if you look here, you can see where the film actually goes. Just a really neat camera that I'm really looking forward to trying out. Not only because it has a no batteries that I can find. So this one will be an extremely interesting one to test out. And finally, in the ones that I can't test out, we have the Canon SureShot Z115, which is a single point autofocus film camera. And man, this thing is just so hefty. I think it's got a metal construction. It's probably plastic, but it feels extremely premium. I promise this isn't the last time. No, this is the last time. But again, I can't test this one without some film. So that is also in the mail. But here's a look at what it looks like in the inside. And just for fun, yeah, that's auto mode. We'll show you that the shutter fires too. Cool, cool, cool stuff. If you guys have ever used a camera like this, by the way, let me know, because I would love to, well, I mean, film cameras, but you know what I mean. I'd love to talk to people who have tried this. Yeah, we can do this one next. This is a Canon PowerShot is it, sorry, A520. This one's an actual pleasure to work with. It takes pretty good videos, works really well, takes AA batteries, and it will just keep on going and going and going. I probably used this for a month straight, and it still hadn't run out of batteries. kind of crazy, honestly. And it's pretty constant use too, at least once or twice a day. That might not be that surprising, but I don't really know. I guess I haven't used enough cameras to know what a good charge lasts for. For instance, this next one, as soon as I find it, this next one I couldn't use for more than 5 days. This is another Kodak Power or Easy Share. You can see the little dock thing here. Pretty good camera. The only thing I have to have wrong with it, it's got the power and mode selector in the same thing, which one makes it slower to turn the camera on, and two makes it a lot slower to get to the mode that you need, because you have to turn it on and then go all the way to the particular mode that you need. This is probably my least favorite mode dial. This actually is pretty slow to start up as well. Other than that, though, really nice camera. Really have enjoyed using this one, too. Got some pretty good pictures with it. This is another Nikon Coolpix. My grandpa actually had it before I did. This is a 2010 model. Really nice camera. Uses a proprietary battery, unfortunately, but it works really dang well. I have actually taken this on multiple family trips, and apart from having the flash fire on a lot of the photos it takes, see, it just popped up, and blind my family, this has worked really well. I really like its nice sturdy construction. This one is a really nice 10 megapixel camera. This guy I've worked on for a little bit. Unfortunately, it's got some whitening on the screen, which does tend to happen, but it works really well. The video isn't great. I wouldn't recommend using this camera for video at all. However, the photos I've gotten on it have been pretty darn well, and it handles extremely well. Another camera that uses AA batteries. But yeah, I've actually really liked this one. This is probably the second most portable one that I have. Excuse me. Now, this is the Nikon Coolpix L19. This is the one that I have been using and testing the most recently. As you guys can see, there are still 2 AA batteries in it. And I flippin' love this guy. It is so dang portable, so dang useful. It takes great photos, as far as I can tell. I haven't actually unloaded the SD card for this guy yet. I'm still trying to get as much as I can. Going to run the batteries until dead, see how long the batteries last. This one might just be another bunny because I've been using it pretty regularly. Really nice, really nice. One of the things that I find that's most interesting about this one is it has an electronic mode switch on it. Or I guess rather a digital mode switch, which is extremely nice, extremely handy. I actually almost like that more than a physical mode dial. But one of the neatest things about this, and I'm sure there are other cameras that have done this as well, but I like the smile mode. All you have to do is smile and it takes a picture. And that was a pretty good picture. Now, moving up in weight. Actually, I guess this isn't quite moving up. Moving to video for a minute. This is actually the only camcorder I have. I honestly cannot find a model number on this guy anywhere. Otherwise, I would let you guys know. And I haven't been able to test the video very well because whatever video codec it uses doesn't work with my tablet. Can't get the sound to work on it, which is extremely weird. Might test this one a little bit more. Uses AA batteries. Little plasticky. It's probably just a cheap little movie camera, but some people really like that stuff. Oops. Now we're getting into the big guns. This is my Fujifilm FinePix S1000 FD. I've had this guy since 2010, and it is an awesome camera. I've gotten so many pictures with this camera, gone out fishing with it, gone out camping with it. Well, I mean, same thing, really, but you know what I mean. Lasts pretty dang good off a set of 4 AA batteries. The only problem with it right now is that the battery door... Wait. That's weird. The battery door used to be loose, but it looks like it's working now. Huh. Really, really nice camera. Love this camera. It doesn't have an accelerometer, so if you're going to be taking pictures like this, you're probably going to end up having to rotate them in post-processing, but it has some stuff that definitely makes up for it, including a really, really, really nice super macro mode, which can capture crazy detail at really close distances, and a ridiculous amount of zoom. I've gotten birds with this thing. Incidentally, this is a bridge camera, though all the rest of what I've been showing you have been point and shoots. This camera gives a little bit more control, but is much less portable, and it's not as complicated as a full DSLR or a mirrorless camera. And finally, one of my all-time favorites. Only had this one for about two years. 2 years. Coming up on 3, though. This is my Canon EOS M50. Really, really love this rotating screen, crop sensor, mirrorless camera. Got some great lenses to go with it. When it comes to hardcore stuff, when I want to show that I can put out some pretty good detail, this is the camera I use. Just pulling out some lenses for you guys so you can see. This is the only prime lens I own. It is a 22mm f1.8 or f2. It's an f2 prime lens. Works really well for flowers and other macro shots. This is the kit lens, the lens the camera came with. Works extremely well. It's one of the only lenses that I've seen that has a zoom lock. Not entirely sure what that's about, but who knows, maybe it helps so that the camera doesn't have something happen when it's... I don't know what the zoom lock is for, honestly. But it's there. It's a really nice lens. And this is my Moonshot Pro. This is a 55-200 zoom lens that works extremely well for moon photography, for landscapes if I want to get closer to something that's far away. Really nice glass lens. Got this on B&H Photo, not a sponsor. And that's my camera collection, guys. Let me know what cameras you guys have. Let me know if you guys would be interested in purchasing any of these cameras. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.